I'm rolling over to peruse it.
Okay. If anyone needs anything urgently, you can contact Wally on Channel 2. But now, ladies and gentlemen...
$394, 390 bloody 9. One more job and I'll crack 400 for a day. 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. No wonder I've always got a bad back. I could make twice as much if I worked like a bull, but I'm Marie, I'll only slash my wages so they can get stuff. Don't let the bastards grind you down, that's one thing I've learned. Grace is one that ain't learnt it. He wants to get on. Yes, Mr. Bomber. No, Mr. Bomber. I'll do it as soon as I can, Mr. Bomber. And look where it got Bomber. A weak bladder and lots of worry. Runt is all right. He's one of them who knows how to spend his money. Like me, enjoys himself. That's more than them poor buggers know. They got ground down by the gap in the income tax years ago and never got over it. I'd like to see anyone try and grind me down. That'll be the day. All I'm out for is a good time. All the rest is propaganda.
I grew up on all the same dreams that you grow up on when you're a kid, you know. I want to be high flying, I want to be the executive, I want to earn good money, I want to drive a flash car. And hell, I was on my way there, you know. Advertising sales executive. My boss was 25, he was driving a Porsche, the guy that owned the company was 25. Hell, I'm on my way there. But then I realised that the guy in the next office was earning more than I was. And I want to do his job. But then when I was doing his job, there'd be a guy above him. And I could probably do his job too, but then there'd be a guy above him. I'd get the flash car, someone would have a better car. I couldn't see where it was going to end, you know. And then I saw a bike courier striding by outside my window. I'm sitting there in the office with my phone. And I thought, that looks like a good job. And that was 12 years ago. When I saw that bike courier ride by, I realised what was wrong with the jobs I was doing. I was looking at a job for what it would get me. I saw that bike courier and I thought, that looks like fun. What a great reason to do a job. And I thought, I'm going to do that. And I did.
In 1986, a friend of mine wrote to me and said he was going to push bike across Australia. So I promptly arrived in Australia, found a tandem push bike, and we did the longest pub crawl you could ever imagine, from Darwin to Melbourne. And that's where I was stranded after watching a couple of movies, and one of them was Quicksilver, and I became a Dart courier.
Yeah, well, I've been working at Dart since '89 now, and pretty consistent, except for '92. I had a bit of time off in '92, thanks to a couple of legal problems. Well, that's cleared up now.
What exactly happened?
Well, I broke the law and I paid the price for it.
You went to prison?
I went to prison, but I served my time and I'm out now. I'm back at Dart and I'm just keeping going.
Dart had no problems employing you again?
No, in those days it was a bit of a family and they took me back into the fold.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, and I was working in the pub for about 5 years, managed it for the last 2, met a few bicycle couriers, found out through them that the money was pretty good and it was quite simple, just the whole idea. Go out, make the money, take it home. No mucking around at all. So I thought, well, let's give it a go.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind and all your prayers. And love your neighbour as yourself.
What exactly did you go to prison for?
Well, I'm not particularly comfortable talking about it. It's a little embarrassing, but basically it was fraud.
What did you do?
I just signed a few pieces of paper that I shouldn't have, was what it boiled down to.
Checks?
Yeah, checks.
I was just sick of being affected by things and people around me making me do things that I didn't want to do or stop me doing things that I did want to do. So I thought the idea was to get to a place where I could be comfortable and be relaxed and know that I didn't have to move, so I could work out what I wanted to do and, you know, what it was all about. So I thought, well, with that idea in mind, I had to get out to a place where I wasn't going to be affected by everyone. So I thought, well, the only way to do this is get a big lot of land in idyllic surroundings, you know, Garden of Eden type thing, and let it go from there.
What do we carry? Well, we carry a lot of legal documents, a lot of travel, airline tickets, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Checks?
Yeah, we carry quite a lot of checks, yeah. But they're usually in an envelope with someone's name on it. I don't get to see them. I've learnt my lesson.
Good for you.
The land was 72,000, and it took me 4 years of hard slog working on a push bike, just running around delivering parcels and that to pay for it. And not only have I paid for it, but like I can live there for the next 5 years without having to ask for a cent off anyone, without having to work or rely on anything. I'm covered. I'm covered. Yep, and finally, yes, believe it or not, it's my last day.
You've been talking about this for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been like, I've been totally focused for 4 years, every day, from 6 in the morning till 6 at night, with that one thought on my mind.
Going to bed really early?
Yep, I haven't done anything that a lot of things, I've done a lot of things that I didn't want to do, and I haven't done a lot of things that I wanted to do, you know? And just for this one idea, it's getting up to this Garden of Eden.
The profanity of vanity stems largely in humanity, due to greed and need found largely in every creed. Where democracy becomes hypocrisy, due largely to mediocrity, and papers follow rapers and other silly capers at large. TV's broadcast news largely profound and stupid views. God, if only they knew. Which brings us to greed, because greed is what it's all about a lot of the times. Well, I don't particularly live by that, but over the years at Dart, I've become focused. Sure, I like to ride hard, but with that comes good money, a good lifestyle, and a nice car, which I've driven around Australia. It's an English Rolls Royce, I guess, in Australia anyway, the Range Rover. Go anywhere type vehicle, a lot of fun, and I've still got it. It's a 76, it's an old bucket of shit, but it still goes well. When it comes to making good money, it's just a matter of getting ahead, getting in there, getting focused.
How much do?
How much? My best pay ever was about $1,200 take home for a week, and I sit around $750 a week. I believe I have the record at Dart of 23.08, I think, is the record week, and the record day is 550. And yeah, I think I did those earlier this year at the end of the financial year, but they were days where I worked really hard, and gee, I had good days.
How much better it is to get wisdom than gold? Yes, to get understanding is better, far better than choosing silver.
It's actually do that.
2-4.
2-4. Arthur Anderson, 6 Express to go to 227 Collins and also 99 King Street. And Arthur Anderson, 275 cents. And it's 530 Collins, 275 cents. And it's 464 Collins.
Roger on 4. 424.
424.
Yep, I've got both 464 columns on. It's the next one booked. I got it, they're going to pay me. Got it on board, I'll go 227, 99 King and knock the other ones out.
What name? Did you get the 500 Burke as well?
Nah, I didn't. I was too quick for them, okay? I just got to go. Next stop, 464 columns on the way to King Street. We're in a fucking wrong place from last day. Next door, so close to your sofa. Eat me!
I mean, how often do you find something that's as good as it looks, you know? And this job is as good as it looks. You see these guys riding around in the sun and having fun. It's better than that. It's physical. It works you hard. It's exhilarating because you get to bust your ass around the streets and dodge in and out of traffic and work with pedestrians. It makes you think, because you've got to work out where you're going, where have you come from, what's happening next. You've got to listen to your radio while you're doing all that, remember what they're telling you, where you're going, and sometimes you lose it, you know. You ride straight past a building, you think, I've ridden straight past the building. Your mind's so full, so it's challenging, you know, and it's challenging every day, except for now. This is a break. I'm on my break.
The good things about it, there's no one looking over your shoulder all the time. You can pretty much come and go as you please, take time off whenever you like, so that side of it I like. It's physically quite demanding. I get very tired, which doesn't let me do much after work or on weekends.
What kind of things do you do on weekends?
What do I do? I tend to do a lot of relaxing. Been using a lot of whores lately, which I'm not particularly impressed about, but that's just me.
How much money do you spend on this hobby?
It'd probably average out to a couple $100 a week, I suppose.
And does your wage cover that?
No, but it's a rather high priority for me at the moment.
One of the really great things about being a bicycle courier is the amount of freedom you can get, the amount of sweat you can build up, and the amount of aggression you can take out on the roads and the traffic by just doing insane and heinous type deeds during the day. Splitting trams, riding around, beating trucks, getting towed by trucks, doing long jobs, doing short jobs, but doing it really fast and just having a great time. Going through all the parks around Melbourne is one of the really choice things about it. The weather's usually fairly good around here, so that's great. I only ever hit one pedestrian. I took the day off after it because I thought by hitting a pedestrian was lowering my standards, and I thought, well, bugger it, you know, maybe I am out of control, but I pulled my head in and I took it easy for a wee while and got my shit together, got myself back into it, and I never really have had any really bad accidents, but it doesn't stop me from riding hard. So, you know, one of the really good things about this job is the freedom and just getting out there and doing it every day. It's good stuff.
I've been a pushy courier in Melbourne for 7 years, and to tell the truth, I'm very lucky to be alive. About 1.5 years into my push biking career, on this very corner, I was literally run over by a truck. 3 of the wheels went over my backside as I lay here on the tarmac, and I spent 3 months in hospital and a year off the road, but here I am. I'm back, I can walk, I can ride, and I'm doing it all again. As a result of my encounter with the truck, I sustained a fractured pelvis in 2 different places, broken ribs on my right side, and a punctured right lung. When they got me to hospital, they had to cut me open from here down to about here to check that my internal organs hadn't been squashed. Luckily they hadn't. In another operation to fix a metal plate across the front of my pelvis, they cut me open where that scar is on the side there. There's another one on this side. And while I was in hospital, I sustained a serious infection to one of my operation sites, which had to be dug out in a series of 6 operations, leaving this lovely crater here.
Hey, me again. Just seriously. Winner. Now, slowly that way. Loser.
I don't know, maybe one day I'll be sitting in a cave or jumping up a bridge or leading some cult. It's, or maybe just sweeping streets. I've really got no idea what tomorrow may bring.
Jesus said, I am the way, the truth and the life, and I think a lot of people are looking for a way, they're looking for the truth, and they're looking for meaning to life.
So here we are for another sunny day in Melbourne, as you can see, a bit better than below average. Things I hate most about this job are people. I hate people. I hate the city. I left this job because I hated the city so much. I hate disrespectful people. I hate pompous people. I hate old people. I hate rude people. And this whole thing that you see here just harbours fuckwits and people who don't understand people like us. We're what a lot of people would call urban cowboys. To many faces, that's realistic sort of a description. We don't have much regard for law, and we don't have much regard for people in collars or ties, but I still hold the door open for a lady. Oh, really? I think that if I ever had it my way and I became president, there'd be some sort of commendation for the job that we do. I think this is like being in the army for all of us. We're brothers. We go out and do this shit every day, and that's the way I look at it. I've always hated all my family. I fucking hate you all.
This job tends to get me really crapped off at times, just purely because of the fact that you've got cars, trucks and trams and people opening doors on you and all sorts of situations where people are trying, they abuse you for what you do, and sometimes you're totally in the right, and it's really frustrating. At the times like that, I sometimes want to lose my temper because I'm a pretty sort of violent and angry sort of person inside. A lot of that's due to my upbringing and my family life, you could say. But being a Christian, I believe in self-control, and that's one of the qualities I think that God helps to give us as we go along in life, is to be self-controlled.
It's difficult though, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, you bet it is. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I'm not perfect. There are times where I have lost my top and done the wrong thing. But on a whole, generally, bit by bit, over the 6 years that I've been doing this, I've tended to, you could say mature in that area.
Right.
I've got a bit of a reputation for being grumpy at work. I don't really think that's true. I mightn't be particularly happy, but I don't pretend otherwise. New couriers come to Dart and say I'm not friendly, but I just don't go out of my way to make new friends, that's all.
Why?
Why?
You just said you were friendly.
Yeah, I just don't like phony people, and yeah, that's it.
What's wrong with me, you know? Is this all you do, people say? But no, it's not. That's a good thing. One of the other great things about being a bike courier is the freedom. I mean, I get paid for the amount of jobs I do. If I don't work, I don't get paid. If I'm sick, I don't get paid. If I take a holiday, I don't get paid. But by the same token, it gives me time to say, well, I've got other things to work on. I'm a photographer. I shoot weddings, I shoot magazine stuff, I shoot portraits. And that's been a project that's been building now for like 4 years. I originally started being a courier to raise money for that idea. And the beauty is I get to do them both. They both earn me a living. I love being outdoors. I love the adrenaline this job gives me. I love the physicality of it. But it doesn't give me anything creative. Photography gives me something creative, but it's not as challenging as this is physically. Best of both worlds. What more could you ask for?
On Wednesday mornings I pick up 2 kids in particular, and we go off and have breakfast at Macca's, and then after brekkie we tend to study the Word of God and try and pull out some principles for daily living. And it's a lot of fun. We've developed a really good friendship between them, and yeah, it's really good value just as we dig into the Word and pull out the relative stuff for today. It's really good stuff. The autobiography of St Paul is one filled with all kinds of difficulties like shipwrecks, beatings, getting stoned. He was lashed 40 times minus one. No, stoned as in rocks, man. Rocks and boulders. And I guess the principle there is that just because you're a Christian, life isn't going to necessarily be easy or rosy.
What about the life of a courier?
Yeah, it's probably pretty similar, yeah.
Mum called me Barmy when I told her I rode a fixed wheel at work. But I'm not Barmy. No smart-ass bastard's gonna steal my bike without a fight. This is Bob Farley, best bike mechanic in Melbourne. Chew up my back wheel, Bob. Check my bottom bracket, Bob. Grease up my chain, Bob. Better watch your back, Bob, because they'll dump you on the scrap heap before you can say no worries, Bob. In the meantime, I'll look after myself, just like everyone else.
You know that I'm sick and I've got Hazard here filming me, so can you just repeat all those D's? I mean, don't, but he wants me to because it's a film. You know what it's like. He's not going to answer.
What's my D's?
This has got nothing to do with me, Gracie, but he wants D's. I wish you'd just go back to England. Are you doing funny wide angle stuff?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I can imagine it looks really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't even talk. I'm sick of bloody helping this guy out. Don't take any side shots, all right? I've got a big nose.
It's freezing cold. I'm sitting here and I'm 38 years old. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be famous by now, really.
Famous for doing what?
I was a writer because I'm really talented, but something went wrong. I don't know why. I'm just not famous yet. So I just have to do this because I'm too lazy and unreliable to do a proper white-collar job. But fortunately, being a courier, the more lazy and unreliable you are, the more of a success you can be. So I don't do too badly. And also, one becomes more devious and better at lying with age. So that guarantees success in this job.
Mountain biking is just crazy for me. I love it. It's like my life. Can't deal without it. Just good stress relief. Go to work, get paid for it, so what the hell? It's fucking brilliant. It's just the best. Hooking into corners, trying to stay upright as much as you can, avoid cars. It's just a big video game. It's great fun. Yeah, because I go out so much during the week, because it's such an outdoor job, I just spend all weekend indoors practically, unless I have to go to the shop or something. But I just sit at home, smoke a few cones, do fuck all really. It's good fun. Just good relaxing fun. Go to work in the morning, do it all again.
Well, I'm a bit weary today, and some of those other couriers would have you believe that I'm utterly weary all the time because I'm so old apparently. But just a bit worried today because a particularly good episode of Star Trek on last night actually, and sometimes that is a bit of a problem. There's a good episode of Bluey or something on late at night, don't get enough sleep. But
what time do you normally go to bed?
Oh, about 12 or 1, you know.
Really?
Yeah, because just the old body clock. But I just get up and get into it, and unlike the other couriers, without the need of any illegal stimulants to get me through the day.
Oh really? What kind of illegal stimulants are we talking about?
Well, I'm not sure, but I do see the odd bit of blotting paper stuck to the edge of their lips sometimes, and wild staring eyes, generally the rule.
Any couriers in particular?
Well, I wouldn't care to mention really. The tentacles of the trade are everywhere, and I would like to live to be an even older courier.
Potter Warburg and Dale McKinnon the last time. I mean, freaking 3 times a week for 4 years, that's worse than being on Lexus. And I'm just glad to say that she didn't change. Even right at the end, she was still consistently shit.
Yeah, show your visor. Level 25, 385 Burke Express to East Melbourne. 385 Burke, righto. I'm on my way to 160 now. Okay, where's your picture?
Hey, no picture.
No, I'm fair income. No, I just wanted to say it's been nice knowing you. It's my last day. And,
Hey. Trent, come over here.
You natural born loser.
I've been on drugs for 20 years.
Well, that scared him off, hasn't it?
Well, good afternoon. It appears I'm here to tell about cross-dressing. A few years ago I wore a dress, challenged my own preconceptions, other people's preconceptions, sexuality, see how much influence an individual can have in the world.
You wore the dress at work.
I wore the dress to see what reaction it would bring.
Well, you wore it at work.
I wore a dress all day. Personally, I only noticed about half a dozen people, half a dozen in the classical sense, la-di-da, wearing a dress. I only noticed half a dozen people noticed me. Didn't have much of an effect at all. However, it was quite a good feeling to challenge these things, to feel feminine, to address one's masculine sense of femininity, to feel feminine. To address one's masculine sense of femininity.
This guy got into a lift the other day and said to me, "God, mate, you've got an all right job, eh? Getting out with all those receptionists, eh? There's some good-looking birds there, hey?" And I said, "Oh." But he's right, it's great. I mean, there's all these beautiful receptionists. Their job is to be friendly to people that walk into the office. You walk in, you smile, they smile back. It's a simple thing, but it's nice, you know. It's nice to have people smile at you. I love coming to this cafe. I walk in, the girls behind the counter say, "Hello, Sean, what can we do for you?" And I say, "I'd like," and you just, it's simple. It's a human exchange, but it's good to make someone smile. It's nice to have a chance to smile yourself.
So how did you actually make the girls smile?
I don't know, that's a good question. I mean,
you see them most at work?
No. We're professionals in this job. I mean, you know, women behind the counter, they're receptionists. My job is to collect the... No, not that at all. I'm just a very nice guy. I mean, that's why I make people smile, because I'm such a nice bloke. Do you believe me?
What's got 7 dents in it? Snow White's cherry. I'm coming up to the top, 101, 120 Exhibition Street.
2-2.
Yes, mate, I'll read you.
What do you think of bed?
Nah, 34 coins.
A woman who shows no discretion is like a pig with a gold ring in its nose.
Me. I like working as a bicycle courier because it's very erratic. It doesn't confine me to the constructs of the Western ideals of life as in a pattern to you get into the classical preset workforce to achieve an end. This is a fairly obtuse, distant view of how life goes. I feel like I'm sort of peripherally living on the edge in a fantastical point of view to try and challenge ideals, challenge myself to find out where I am. It challenges my... It's a very interesting job because I'm not absolutely confining myself to a set, blah, 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 repeat, seeing myself to the same realms of, say, as a bank clerk.
Hey, well, I'm the girl rider at Dart. They call me Knickers, because my name's Nikki. I don't know what to say, my favourite thing about this job is nailing jumps and scaring the shit out of pedestrians. That's the best thing. It's just really cool, and there's no responsibility, and don't do that. And I'm the girl rider at Dart, Knickers. I've been here for nearly 3 years. Sort of ride on and off because I get sick all the time, but it's great fun. I love doing jumps and buzzing pedestrians and weaving in and out of traffic, and it's cool money for riding just a bike.
How long have I been doing this job? 3 years? 4 years? Can't think. This bloke called me balmy for riding my bike in the pouring rain. But I'm not balmy. I'm Hector bleeding Hazard who's going to the top floor, that's me. But if any knowing bastard says that's me, I'll tell them I'm a dynamite dealer, waiting to blow 55 King Street to Kingdom Come. I'm me and nobody else. Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not, because they don't know a bloody thing about me. God knows what I am.
Well, why the fuck do I have to go to fucking North Melbourne? Fucking popular road, no one else would cover it. Fucking 6, 7 and 4-2 never have to leave the fucking West End. It's going off in the city and I have to ride out here. And now I've got to go back for AAs. Fuck, just because I don't lie about my position like fucking Doog or someone, now I've got to turn around and go back for $2.75 standard. It's not even worth my effort.
I want to relax, please.
Okay. Will you register?
G'day, 50 bike courier, ex-bike courier. I did the job for, what, 4 years. I was a bike courier for 4 years, and I was number 50, like up there. I'm a grown-up, and this is what I do in this grown-up world. When I'm not riding my bike around, you know, riding around the streets, getting paid to go from place to place to help people out by giving them envelopes, I paint things. My parents would be so embarrassed to see me now.
Hello, darling.
I am 50, warrior of the streets. My paint and my ensign. Swiftly, I dive through the alleyways, through the back streets, up and down the stairways, terrorizing the neighborhood as I make deliveries. No one can see me, for I am like the wind. Dun-da-da. By day, I maintain a fairly conservative outward appearance, so that I may pass unsuspected amongst the throngs, amongst the crowd, as mild-mannered Cluck, Clark, motherfucking duck, a luck, Trent, Kent. But then, when I hear the call, hark, did I hear bass calling 50? I become... cut it. Dun-dun-dun. Super Courier, clad in naught but the skimpiest of skin-tight clothing, colorful, yet sedate, bright and cheerful, yet deadly serious, here to save the city from litigation, from lawyers, from golf players, from the tartan plaid. On my bike, I ride swiftly, delivering yellow envelopes, white envelopes, sometimes even green envelopes, to the fair law firms and the accountants of this beautiful city. The job must be done, and I'm the man to do it.
Hello, darling.
It's my daughter's birthday, and all I have to do is deliver her this package, and this package, it's gone! Help! Help! Super Courier!
I'm coming to save you!
Wake up. Great.
Yeah.
Come on, take this.
I'm tired, I want to sleep.
Alright. Well, thank you very much anyway.
Watch out for the trams, because as I've heard, they're the whales of the city. Get out of my way, ma'am. I'm not a clown, I'm a courier. Here we go. Saving the souls.
Oh yeah, we talk about splitting trams here, a very serious subject. I don't care how many wankers tell you how many times they've done it, but like, I do it all the time and I do it for friggin' fun. It's Elizabeth Street and I'm about to do it here just to show you what it's like. It's a real rush. Like, I mean, it's just like being there with me, but you'll never know what it is until you're actually riding there and you know what's going to happen when you're going to under the steel wheels.
in this city. Hey, get out of my way! Out of my way, I'm a courier. Hey, there's a red light. Right, okay. Hey, sorry. Sorry about that. Yep, no problem. Yeah, it's okay. It's under control. I'm a professional. It's all a day's work for a courier. We fight death as if it were our next-door neighbor's friends. And incidentally, have I told you that we're selling raffle tickets? That's right. Only 2 for $1 from Dark Couriers, and you can win a turkey dinner.
We are outside McDonald's. Just had an excellent cup of coffee for only $1. Well, that can keep you going for nearly an hour, sometimes if you're not too tired. And also the fact that it's completely ideologically unsound merely adds to the pleasure, really. McDonald's is very reliable. A knowledge of the city is essential to a good courier because there are whole areas of the city where you cannot get a decent coffee at all, and you have to be aware that if you're starting to run a bit low, you've got to be able to get over to an area where you can get a good coffee, and of course you probably have to tell a few lies in the process because you might have a few jobs still to deliver, but first things first. And shall I keep going?
Food's important, right? I mean, in your cyclist, you got to eat. But it's no good just filling your face with any old crap. I mean, if you're going to eat, enjoy it. Take some time, sit back, make it a real break. That'll do it, eh?
Get out of my way! Yeah, thank you! That is lovely, but not necessary. All I need are my super strong leg muscles and my ears. Help me, help me! And I am on my way to once again save the citizens of this fair city.
Caused a near derailment of that tram.
You are full of shit.
So you don't do that, and you know that's wrong.
So
is that right or wrong?
Shit.
You don't put anything under the tram line. Full stop. Is that correct? Because if you don't, you ask the police whether that's correct or not. You ask him.
If anyone needs anything urgently, you can contact Wally on channel 2. But now, ladies and gentlemen,
yes, welcome couriers to the final ever Hector Hazard 36
Okay, hey, I told you, I'm flying. Woo, woo, woo. Yeehaw, look at me go now. I'm flying. Flying. F-L-Y-I-N-G. Flying. Didn't believe me? Well, here I am, do it again. Up in the air. La la, la 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 la. La 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 na 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 na.
Well, so here we are. I'm just floating around. Last couple of minutes of work, and just thought I'd take time to say a couple of things. Like, you're wankers. I mean, really, all of you. There's no exceptions. Not even the ones that think they're exceptions. You're not exceptions. Because really, look at me. Wankers, all of you. Yes, from John Rowe all the way down to Margie. Margie. Yeah. Well, but between John Rowe and Margie, it's the rest of you. No worse pinch of shit. And here I am flying, better than all of you. Hey? Spewing. Hey? Jealous? Jealous, just a little bit? I mean, really, are you
You must be fucking stinking jealous. You hate me. You hate me. Well, now you know how I feel. The whole fucking 4 years I hated all of you. I mean, really. You are just so full of shit. I can't hold it back anymore, you fucking load of fucking wankers. Bye.
Pedal your blues away. Forget all your troubles away. Hop on your bike anytime you like and pedal your blues away. Pedal your blues away as you ride down the old highway, singing a song as you roll along, just pedaling your blues away. You'll find lots of happiness as you spin along. Things are hunky-dory as you fly. In the middle of your heart you'll find a new song, with your palsy-walsy riding by your side. Pedal your blues away. You'll find love in every byway. Hold your chin, let them see your grin, and pedal your blues away.
Well, just let you know that I'm the one, you know, like, I'm the one that everyone's looking for. I'm that special person. That's me. Like...
Women's the one.
Like, everyone dreams of something is special and something they're chasing for, or they've got a nightmare of something they're scared of. I am that. I'm here for a very special reason, and I'm not even sure of it, but it's like I am the special person in the world. Just like, dare I say it, Jesus, you know, type thing. I am he. Just cop it. I know it's a bit of a disappointment, but like...